Recently, I got the opportunity to interview John Byrnes about where SQL has taken him in his career, his involvement in SQL Saturday, and why you should attend a SQL Saturday event. Anyhow, that interview is coming up right here. Hey, my name is Ryan Swanstrom, and I'm here with John Byrnes. We just got done with the session here at SQL Saturday, and he was talking about how do you predict who's going to win NFL football games, and it was a fun talk. It was a good time. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, John, maybe where you're from, how many SQL Saturdays you've been to.
Sure. Okay. John Byrnes. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm working as a consultant there right now. I can tell you right now, my experience with SQL has taken me to a lot of different interesting companies. I've worked in energy for 14 years. I've worked in construction, a large construction company out of Omaha, and now I'm working in the agriculture sector, and which is really interesting to me. This is, I don't know how many SQL Saturdays I've attended. I tried to go out of town and attend. Being from Omaha, I'm pretty centrally located, so I can go hit Minneapolis or Kansas City. I'll certainly hit Denver. So one thing I like about doing that is you get to meet people like yourself and other speakers and just general, attendees who are doing such interesting things. And if you're open to it, you get such great ideas too. And shout out to all the sponsors too for helping making this go.
Yeah, well, one of the things I've noticed about SQL Saturday is it really is a community. So this is my first one here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm from Sioux Falls, and so locally they asked me to come be a part of it. I gave a pre-con yesterday. And so what does the SQL Saturday community mean to you? Because I've noticed meeting a lot of the other speakers and attendees, this is not their first one. They travel and go to these all over the country, and it appears there's groups of people that you run into that travel regionally and even nationally and globally to all these events. So what does the SQL Saturday community mean to you?
Well, think about the population of the people who are incented to take their Saturday off and go learn something that is pertains to their careers. I think that really speaks to the motivation of the participants of who attend SQL Saturdays. It's a great place to come to learn, to network. Who knows? You don't know what you're going to get out of the next one, but the sessions typically are very, very good. I learn a lot when I come, and that's probably my motivation for coming, over everything else is what can I learn that I don't know now that might help me. And then again, it's the networking too. It's getting to meet people, like I say, like yourself, and then pretty soon you start seeing the same people over and over again. You start following each other on social media. If you ever have a problem, sometimes you get stuck with something, it's really easy to like on Twitter, go out to SQL Help, and there's always somebody who's probably been there before and done the same type of thing, or can direct you to resources from all over, from Microsoft and other places.
Yeah, learning is one of the huge things I've noticed that people talk about. Getting to spend an hour, most of the talks are an hour, getting to spend an hour with someone who's really an expert on this topic is super helpful. And so for people that may have never attended a SQL Saturday, or there's one coming up in their city and they don't know if they want to attend, what would you tell somebody that's maybe on the fence about attending SQL Saturday?
Do it. Yeah, you're not going to regret it. Trust me on that one. I've never had any regrets doing it. Think about what it is that you do in your career. Say if you're a DBA or if you're a BI developer, it's just an opportunity for you to meet people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, and are experiencing the same things that you're experiencing. And that one Saturday can, give you some ideas. You go back to the office on Monday, and it's like, you get a fresh start on things. You get a fresh perspective, or at least you get resources, to go to. So yeah, if you're sitting on the fence, absolutely make the commitment. You're never going to regret it, and travel to some of them. If there's not one in your city, go find one in a nearby city. If you go to the past SQL Saturday website, there's an events. You click on events, and it'll tell you where they're all coming up. Like I think this weekend there's one here in Sioux Falls, and there's one in Auckland, New Zealand. I couldn't attend that one.
Oh, you came to Sioux Falls. Well, thanks for coming up to Sioux Falls. For those of you that may watch this, Sioux Falls is about a 2.5-3 hour drive from Omaha. So thanks for coming up to that. Once again, this is John Byrnes, and he has some intentions to re-give his talk on predicting NFL winners at future SQL Saturdays. So if he happens to attend a SQL Saturday near you, it's a great idea to go check out his talk, especially if you want to figure out who's going to win the NFL games, even though he doesn't endorse gambling on them.
No.
But thanks, everybody.